I want to talk about something that has been literally killing loan officers all throughout the nation. And I want to know something from you. I want to know if this is something that you can relate to. So obviously right now, we're real close to Christmas. It's the 21st of December, 2017, depending on when you're catching this. I've sent out some videos on how sales just in general can surpass and survive and kind of rebound from, the holiday slump or the holiday slowdown. And way before, even before Thanksgiving hit around, I was releasing content on how to prepare for kind of this, this 2-month window where holidays are back to back. And really where you start feeling it is when you get within a week of the actual holiday. And so if you're a week within like Thanksgiving or a week within Christmas, you're going to feel it even more, because as you get closer, then that's when our clients, our consumers, now even if you're selling business to business, that's when, a lot of the availability kind of gets thinned out, right? Because the person you need to talk to, whether it's a consumer or a business, has their own arrangements. Company holiday parties, family holiday parties. There's just a lot of moving parts during the holidays. And so I wanted to make sure that I dropped some content to help you. Probably by now you're already going through it. And so I'm going to share with you probably the fastest way to rebound, how to pick up that momentum. Because I would honestly say throughout my experience, it's about 90% mental, meaning that you're justifying the reason why you're not winning right now. And you're justifying it because you're blaming the season, you're blaming the time of year, you're blaming the prospects. And you may be the personality like me. Like I don't blame shit, anything else but me. Like I'm responsible for my shit, and I hope you feel that way too. And if you do, then what's happening is you're blaming yourself, right? Like you're mad at yourself, like, fuck man, I'm getting all these leads, I'm making a lot of moves, I'm taking a lot of applications, but it just seems like no one qualifies, no one's buying. And you're gonna find that it's actually mostly no one qualifies, because around this time of year, around holidays, our consumers are finding ways to create savings to justify and also offset the extra debt that they've encountered throughout the year, not just for Christmas. They're going into 2018 more than likely with more debt than they had when they came in. And so any savings is fortunate, right? Or at least that's what we should believe as salesmen, and that's how we should always approach our prospects, is that new thing. When someone has that new thing, just for some reason, you just naturally you want to learn a little bit more about it because it's new, right? Anything that's new. And I think that's kind of pre-wired within us, because as kids, or even as kids for like Christmas, we just wanted to know what was new under the tree. And then as adults, we want to see the new movie, or we want to get the new iPhone. So it's always that excitement for something new. And so I think that's why it really plays with the attention of your prospects. If you guys say, hey, you know what, I got some that I was supposed to be sending over to you. I noticed you never got it though. It's super new, but here's the thing, is that it actually expires by mid-January. Let me see if we could still extend it out to you. I'm gonna email it to you just so you have an idea of what it was, because it looks like you never even got it. And let me know. Simply reply back if this is not something that can really benefit you. Just ignore it. At least you knew that you compared it to your existing plan. And if you want to pass on the savings, that's completely your choice. But I would be doing a disservice to you if I didn't at least ensure that you got this memo, that you got information on this new thing. And it's complimentary, so it's already on its way. Use it if you want. If not, no worries. Just keep in touch with me throughout 2018. And then when you get their agreement, say, okay, yeah, go ahead and email it to me. That's your dialogue to now start opening up the pitch. And the reason why that's more effective is because how we're calling our prospects right now is we're saying, hey, happy holidays. I just want to follow up with you. I pitched you about 9 times this year, or I tried to pitch you a week ago or a month ago. How you doing? And it's awkward because the prospect is immediately now thinking like, oh man, I talked to this guy. I already said no to this guy or this girl. That's what your prospect is thinking. And we're actually creating our own roadblocks and our own challenge because we're starting off the conversation that way. Like, hey, happy holidays, just following up and checking in to see if you're still in the market to go buy that thing. And that's the farthest thing from their mind, because your prospects are already thinking about where their plans are, where they're traveling, who's got the presents for her or him. Did they get this? Are they gonna, they're worried about other things that's just not in line with what you're selling, until you create a kind of just a need, like a fear of missing out, right? The FOMO effect. Ooh, I'm gonna make a topic on that. The FOMO effect. And the tone, the approach, all in all, is just completely different. It sounds nothing like your typical origination call, or your typical outbound call, where you're giving them a follow-up. And you'll be amazed how important the sequence of wording is when you're doing an outbound call, when you're originating sales. Very similar to the sequence of wording that I use on my inbound script. So if you haven't gotten that script yet, check it out. Go to SalesRemastered.com, put in your name and your personal email, and I'll email you a link and a message where you can download the script. Very helpful information. I think it's still applicable, and going into 2018, it's only going to become more applicable, because the truth is that we're all going to have a lot of competition. We're all going to have a lot of people, trying to re-up and get their momentum and their mojo back in 2018. So this is something that we're going to encounter. So how do we make noise in a different way? I believe it's really understanding where to focus your time. So here's the punchline. Now we know what's been holding us back, or now we kind of have an idea of how we may sound when we're trying to generate business around this time of year. Now you have the answer on how to flip it. But more importantly, it doesn't just stop there, because like I had mentioned in the very beginning of this video, most of the inbound calls, like if you're relying on a dialer, or if you're relying on a customer service team to send you data, then you have to think about that. Those customer service agents, they're trying to keep their job too, so they're sending over anything and everything that talks, anything that has a hint of interest, they're sending it your way. And then sales representatives become deflated, because they're like, oh man, that person didn't want to talk, they didn't want to buy. Like the customer service rep who's like 19 years old, has no experience about what you do. You expected them to deliver a lead ready to go and ready to buy on a silver platter. Come on. Some of you right now are like, yeah, man, that's a fucking job. And so when we think about it, when we look at it in that light, we have to understand that a lot of the leads coming from the inbound are those who don't have anything to do, or they're in a rush, or they're the ones who didn't qualify for buying your product throughout the entire year, right? And so those are just basically the bottom of the barrel leads. And so you have to expect that resistance. Where the money is and where you should focus your time is your past clients. Your past clients, by just giving them a quick heads up, saying like, hey, happy holidays. I thought of you. I wanted to send you over a quick email just to let you know that I wish nothing but the best for you and your family's health going into 2018. God bless you, and I'm always here and I'm always available. Oh, by the way, I had that, I got a bounce back from an email that I sent to you about 2 months ago. And it was this, the final quarter of 2018, I don't know, be creative. And say, I noticed you never got it, and I apologize. I may have misspelt your email, so I'm gonna go ahead and send it out to you anyway. It's complimentary, and just if you don't need it, no worries. At least you were able to compare and see how much I could save you compared to where you're at right now. But if you find value in it to help offset the debt you accrued for the holidays, or the debt you accrued throughout 2017, and you want to go into 2018 with a clean slate, then this is definitely something you want to look at. So it's complimentary. I'm going to go ahead and resend it to you, so that way you have it in your inbox. Is that all right with you? Yes. Okay, cool. While I got you on the phone, let me ask you though, if I could send you something ideal right now to really be worth your time, what would it look like? Now they're going to tell you how to sell them. And that creates a dialogue, that creates the momentum, and that puts someone in your pipeline to go into January to help you offset any income slump or any bonus slump that you experience in November and December. So put some thought to that. I hope it helps. Looking for your feedback, looking for your comments, and wishing you guys a great day. Bye.